The 11-year wait for Mavs fans is nearly over. Tonight, the Mavericks kick off their first conference semifinals since their 2011 championship run.
Now, you led those 3 games against Phoenix this year going into the fourth quarter. What happened there in the fourth quarter in those games?
Yeah, you look at making plays in the fourth, and Chris does it at a high level. And for us, that's what we have to improve in this series, is being able to finish games. And we believe that we've gotten better in the fourth quarter, since the last time we played Phoenix. So if it comes down to the fourth, we have to execute on both ends, and hopefully, the ball bounces our way.
In what way do you think you've gotten better?
Well, you have 3 playmakers, that you can have out on the floor. You can go small. We've shown we can go different with different lineups. So just being able to play different guys at different positions and be comfortable with that, that's one of the things that, for us going small or big, we feel comfortable doing either one.
Defensively against Utah, you guys emphasized running three-point shooters off the line. Also did that without giving up a ton of chances, layups, and dunks at the rim. Phoenix obviously doesn't play that way. They don't take a lot of shots in the corners and at the rim. They have the mid-range shooters. How do you adapt what was successful defensively against Utah to a very stylistically different team?
Yeah, we have to adapt. Our game plan against Utah is not going to work against the Suns, and so we have to. We've already changed that mindset because we're not playing the Jazz, and we understand their strength. Is the mid-range, but they can hurt you with the 3 in transition, and they can hurt you in the paint with JaVale and Aiden. So this isn't Gobert or Whiteside. These guys can put the ball in the basket, and so our bigs are going to be tested.
How do you prioritize when you're scouting these guys? We got to do this to CP, and then we got to worry about Booker, and then Aiden, and the 2 guys, defensive guys. How have you gone about getting them key points across to your guys?
Yeah, we talked about the importance of the 3 things, both offense and defensively, and we'll go from there. Game 1 is tomorrow. It's not game 7, so we'll do our best in executing the game plan on the road, and in-game adjustments are going to be needed. Chris has seen it all, so we got to change our pitches, and just hopefully we can keep him off balance.
With Luka, how do you go about trying to help him balance taking creative and more risky passes that can sometimes have a payoff versus not wanting to let the Suns, get some turnovers and get some transition buckets in the series?
Yeah, I think when you look at what we did in that first series, we took care of the ball, and we're going to have to continue to take care of the ball. Luka's going to see 2 to 3 guys on him, and we trust that our quarterback's going to make the right plays, and guys have to give him outlets so that he can connect the dots.
Do you think when it comes to matchups against a guy like Bridges, who's in that Defensive Player of the Year category, and a guy like Peyton, do you sense like a little more from Luka, or a little more like, all right, this is kind of big time. I wanna come out of this looking good?
No, I don't know if it's that, Callie. I think it's more or less he likes the challenge. We all know that. But it's not against Bridges or against Aiden, or Crowder. It's against the Suns. And if he has 2 or 3 guys on him, we truly believe he's going to make the right play, and he'll find the open guy. And there's going to be times where it's just one-on-one, and we think that he has the advantage.
Chase, and several of your players kind of describe you as a player's coach. How would you describe your relationship with your players?
As an old player coach.
No,
it's coming. No, I think my job as a coach, I've been in those shoes as a player, just to give them the answers, and to let them know that it's not going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes, but as long as we play hard and we protect one another and play for one another, things tend to work out. And that lastly is just to have fun. It's a game, and this group has done that.
When you have a situation like this, Jason, when nobody is picking you guys to win the series, your message to the players, it's us against the world. Let's just go out there and roll the ball out there and see what happens.
Yeah, it's not us against the world. It's just us against the Suns, and everybody has the Suns' favorite, but we have to, the games are scheduled, so we got to go play them, and we'll see what happens.
Chris turns 37 this week. I believe in 11, you started the playoffs at 37 and turned 38. What's it like to kind of be at that stage in your career and going into the playoffs with literally one single mindset to get to the finish?
That's all you're thinking about is getting to the finish line, but you got to take steps, and each finish line is a little different because it's a series. And then as you start to turn with different birthdays at this age, you just hope that you can, you don't have to slide to go to the bathroom. You just want to be able to walk. And you hope the floor is warm to warm up the feet. Because it gets a little harder, especially when you play a lot of minutes. But Chris has done an incredible job with his body and mind. He's changed his diet. He looks great, and he's playing at a high level.
This is a good thing that Phoenix is so hot then. You never have to worry about being cold.
That's true. That's a very good point. Yes, you just got to make sure the scorpions aren't in your slippers. That's all.
You said you anticipate Luka being guarded by several Suns. What is that trickle down effect for who Bridges guards? What does that look like? Are the other? Do you think the other guards should anticipate Bridges guarding them for stretches of the game, and how do they prepare for that?
He can only guard one guy at a time, so we'll see who he starts off with, and we'll go from there. But I think he'll be on Luka and JB at some point.
What did you learn from the playing the Suns last year when you was with the Lakers and you played them there in the first round? Anything in particular that you can take into this series?
Well, we won. I think we won the game in Phoenix to start that series. But they're well coached, and the atmosphere will be electric. Just understand they're a good team. You got to be able to take advantage of when you have opportunities. You can't let them slide, and you can't give them opportunities because they'll hurt you with that. So, again, taking care of the ball, rebounding the ball is things that we've talked about. And hopefully on the road we can put ourselves in a position to find a way to win.